Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Dre the Reaper, and guys, I'm here getting it done here with Ambitious and Mario. You guys already know as Rotastic, the Mr. Infamous guy himself. We're here with another banger podcast. Guys, we're literally at the end of the year. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your love. It's been a crazy wild year, bro. And we're just gonna pick it back. We're just gonna pick it back off, what we, just talking and stuff like that. So bro, give the people insight of what's been, like who you are and stuff like that. If you guys haven't know who this person is right here I'm talking to, now you guys go will tap in, you know.
100%. Let's do it, baby. Hey, listen, y'all. This is your boy, Rotastic here on
Mhm.
TikTok. You can find me there. But ultimately, y'all, I am a transformation specialist, baby. My whole objective here in life is to go ahead and renew the mind, the body, and the soul. So that's exactly what I do. I'm just here rocking out with my brother here. Just
Yep.
trying to make sure that we give some good insights on things in life and just how things are just transpiring. So really appreciate y'all even blessing us with y'all presence. You know what I'm saying? Giving us y'all time and y'all here. Um, we're just
Yeah.
gonna have a good time and be able to talk
Guys,
about other things.
welcome to the guys table. This is where guys talk about literally different topics. We're not expert. We're just some very like young, masculine beasts. Just
Yeah,
getting it done, baby. Just having a good time. But we just kind of giving you guys a point of view from our perspective. Both of us is fathers, and we compete. We train, help people. We're damn near therapists. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But listen, guys, we're not going to go too specific about topics, but whatever we decide to talk about, we're going to give you guys an insight of what we're starting to talk about so you guys don't get lost a little bit. All right, so bro, before I started this podcast, you was talking about I asked you if you follow NPC, and you was like, yeah. And you
yeah.
say you have a hard time understanding how they post things on social media, how some people post things. So yeah, what you were saying. Go back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, so is ultimately it's like because there's a whole new regime of what's going on or what's taking place. So you got different tiers when it comes down to like you got your natural competitors and you got your unnatural competitors. And for some reason, it's like I couldn't really understand because I'm like, hold up,
So let's
all
give
these
people a
people
backstory of what is NPC. For people who don't understand what is NPC. So
perfect.
you want okay. So for natural NP, I mean for NPC, NPC stand for National Physique Competitors. Okay. Now NPC is a body, for you guys or probably like don't even follow the sport, is just a bodybuilding competition federation. That's all it is. So if you guys hear us using the terminology NPC, IFBB Pro, these are just different divisions in the sport. It's just different, so but it's all same thing. It's all bodybuilding. It's all encompassed of bodybuilding. So if you guys don't follow the sport, you guys need to start following the sport and show us some support. So
Hello.
is a very is a big grown sport. So all right, so now we're talking about NPC, and my brother. Back to what you were saying there.
So it was like for me to kind of decipher between because I was like, I know you was doing a show on that
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm seeing other individuals in like the same division, and I'm like, I didn't see, I didn't see I didn't see it all together. So I'm just like, hold on, did they blend natural competitors with unnatural competitors in one show? And it's
Yeah.
like it's separate, like it's like it's one show, but it's you got different divisions in which you compete within that show. So I was just like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? I wasn't too sure how that process was. Because like I said, me seeing natural folks and then that like it's them blending it together.
Yeah.
It's relatively new to me. So I mean, walk me through that process, bro. I don't know
I'm gonna walk
how.
you through it, but first, guys, I was wrong. I just looked it up. Is National Physique Committee. So it's not National Physique Competitors. It's National Physique Committee. But
Committees.
guys, it's pretty much like I said, just it's bodybuilding. Just like when those pros become pro in a federation is no longer called NPC. You're once you become pro, you're called IFBB pro, and that's International Federal Bodybuilding. But it's all bodybuilding, guys. Don't overthink it. We don't want to overcomplicate you. So yeah, bro, back to what you're saying. Yeah, when I did a Virginia show recently, that was like 3 weeks ago. I did that Virginia show, bro. Like I didn't know. I mean, I let's go ahead and give those competitors big shout out to those fitness influencers that's kind of like coming out and like taking this sport to another level because huge congratulations to Prosper, um, Hurricane, and there's some bunch of other guys that I'm not listing because I really don't know them like that, but and I don't really know Prospect or Hurricane um, like that personally, but I seen them at the show. So it's like they're basically they have a big following on fitness on their pages already on their social media platform. So by them and they're natural. So by them coming to the sport is helping more eyes come to the sport. So then their followers that are some people that probably never ever seen bodybuilding or don't even know what it is. It's like, oh wow, they're competing. And then now you have these two top guys that has a large following is basically using their platform to bring in more attention to the sport. And trust me, promoters are very aware of that, and they know that. And like I said, NPC used to be for you guys to know, like in bodybuilding, the sport. When I first started competing, and bro, when you first started competing, you could attest to this. Like you was going against mass monsters. We was going against mass monsters. I didn't know the sport when I first started out. This was many years ago, probably like I can't even remember when I really started. I don't know if it was 7 or 9 years ago. I'm not even sure, but I literally didn't know when I first started. I didn't know like people was on that much gear. I didn't know like people was shooting up, you know, pharmaceutical. I didn't know. I did not know. So I'm not gonna go into the whole details about it, but people diuretics, everything like it just. The more you get into the sport, the more you realize how people are just on the dark side of things heavily. And bro, last night I saw a young lady backstage season up, man. And I'm not guys, listen, I'm dive into that a little bit later, but yeah, just to answer that, bro. Yeah, when I saw these guys at the show a few weeks back, um, I was like, great. The sport is getting more eyes and awareness, and they're natural. Bro, we've been competing longer than these guys naturally, you know? So is to me is like because NPC just start, they basically start and branch out. I'm trying to give you guys a backstory real fast. They basically started to branch off from the untested to the tested. They're trying to incorporate more tested classes, more tested shows, if that makes sense. So
Oh yeah.
they're they're no longer just all unnatural athletes. Now they're trying to bring in a lot more natural athletes and create a whole different wave, a whole different like. I think bro, honestly and truly, like I think they're gonna create like a whole like natural Olympia. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I was just talking last night with Marshall, and I was like, "Yo, I got a strong feeling they're gonna create a whole like. It might not be right now, but in a few years, they're gonna create a whole natural Olympia for competitors to go to, and for competitors to go to, and they're gonna jump on it. You know,
No, 100%.
so
I believe they should. I believe
so
they should, man.
yeah. So I honestly and truly would attest to this, bro. Like now is the time to be active in the NPC. Now is the time because I'm telling you, now you got people that's like you competing against. It's no longer like you at odds. You know, it's no longer like, man, I'm at a disadvantage. You remember the time
Right.
you was backstage? And I know I'm going on a little tangent. I am gonna get back to that show. But I remember when bro was doing his first show, he was backstage, and that masked monster walked in the room. Never forget that guy.
Listen, I was like, man, get the hey, I'll take over from here. Actually, you know what's so funny? Me and that guy became good friends, man. We ended
Good.
up talking later on in the years as years came by, man. If I could remember his Instagram, I'll say it. But dude, it was so funny because I was just like, ain't no way.
Hmm.
And we're about the same weight? Nah, man. Oh
Masked
man,
monster
I'm like,
was.
yo. I think you guys messed me up as far as a class. I don't think I'm new here, guys. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Nah, your class
Like,
was stacked. That I'm not even gonna lie. Like you probably had like a really nasty lineup because
nah,
you had
trust me.
like man, but like I was saying, it's so crazy how we could dive back and stuff like that and still laugh about it because in that moment we over here natural and here go this big Greek god walking the room who's like. And I was like, everything he's eating just going straight to his muscles. And then Mario's back there pumping up. Mario's over pumped now. So he's like, you it's like you can't put no magic muscle on at this point.
Listen,
So
nah, 100%,
so
bro. It was tough.
so yeah, so now is the best time to be an NPC. But yeah, when I was in our VA and I did a show, um, yeah, those guys was already pros. So so what it is that the natural side of the NPC has pro divisions. It has like a pro, so it's like I was saying, so you can be tested now and be a pro and compete in NPC. Just like the other side, you're untested. You could compete and you could become a pro. You get what I'm saying? It's like a double-edged sword they have going
Makes sense.
on.
It makes sense.
So those guys was already pros. So when they were competing at a show, different. They had amateurs, which was us, right? And they had the pro, right? All
Gotcha.
natural, but they
Makes
let the
sense.
pros go first. They let the pros, like always, like every show, they let the pros go first, do their
Yeah.
comparison, do their thing, and stuff like that. All the pro classes go first. So, the bodybuilders, the classic, the man physique, all the pros go
Makes
first, and then all the amateurs goes after. So, in that show, they were getting so much clout, of course, right? Because they're Instagram influencers, and I'm talking about these guys had lines of people coming out waiting for them. Like they were popular, and I
yeah.
was like, wow. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I loved it. I'm walking
Yeah.
past these guys backstage, and I'm just like, you know, now I can't tell you, what's going on in my head, but I'm
Hello.
like, but at that show I did receive my pro card. um it wasn't a very prestigious win like I would like it to be. A lot of things happened in that time, like I flying last minute. I didn't know. Freddie's a really good guy, man. He's one of the guys that's in the NPC. Freddie was like, yo, this is, he was telling promoters like, yo, this is Texas overall winner right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Because I didn't know how big this show was. The show is like really big. It's like close to Olympia big. And everybody fly from all over. Like there was people from Korea, China, you name it was there, bro. Like I even got called out. Did I tell you that? I got called out at it. I got my pro card, bro, and I swear, a, a group. I'm not even make, bro. A group of Asian people, and they're pros. And I don't know if they're gonna see this video, but I'm coming.
Hello.
I'm coming. You can't call me out, and now I'm looking.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am coming.
Oh yeah.
So,
Put that name on the board. Put it
but
on
I
the
love
checkerboard.
competition. People don't even understand that. They don't even know where I came. I'm a Jamaican dog. Like I came from the bottom, so I'm coming. So it wasn't a very prestigious win, but I still was able to obtain my pro card. I'm not gonna keep this too long. Um, yeah, but those guys, bro, they they're um they're new to this bodybuilding, so they're learning as they're growing. And I promise you, like Prosper was able to get his pro card. I mean punch his Olympia qualification. So now he could go to Olympia next year, but he's gonna be competing against untested people. So
Yep.
I I just think I mean, I mean, this is a good opportunity, man. And like I said, I don't want to make this video so much about bodybuilding because then, people going to think, this is a bodybuilding channel, which it is partially right, but we're just talking openly. But yeah, it's definitely a good win for him. Um, Hurricane that came in second. And I didn't know you was following these guys. I didn't know you was kind of like
Yeah.
watching these guys, man. So where did you pick up Hurricane from? Where did you start watching him from?
I don't know where. I think it was on the recently when he came up with this YouTube video. But I think I've had it on my Instagram before. But it was a YouTube video leading up to the prep thing that I just seen that video. Um, but yeah, man. So
Yeah, he's both of them is relatively like I think like late 20s. You know, yeah, but I definitely next. So now that I'm a pro, I'm competing against these guys now.
hello.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And like I said, I don't have the big cloud base like these guys do and stuff like that. But I know my impact and I know what I bring to the game. And I'm only getting better, man. I'm only getting better. This is just the beginning. I got to be humble because I did tell. Listen, I'm like, man, I'm kind of done with bodybuilding, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like every time, that's like life. Anytime you're almost done with it, that's when God just
You
got a
get a
funny
sense
way
of
to say,
rejuvenation.
bro, God just say, oh yeah, you're done now. Now let me work. And it's like, boom, he just opened the freaking heavens of gates, and I'm like, here we
Now you're
go.
remotivated again.
Now I'm like, it's like one of those things, like, damn, But yeah, I'm excited to see what that's gonna unfold, man. I'm just low key, bro. I'm low key happy, but I'm also low key like I got a chip on my shoulder, man. I've been doing this for a long time. I got a
And
chip on
come
my
on now.
shoulder, man.
Listen, I've listened to some folks, man. They've said that they've been in this thing for a decade and they feel like they're now getting, bro. They say they done been in this thing competing at Olympias for the last 8 to 10 years, and they now feel like they're getting the hang of how to manipulate the diet portion and
Yeah,
actually properly eating clean. Just like,
yeah,
wow. So you mean to tell me that y'all just been? But when you're on these enhancements, you get a lot of you get a lot of
recovery.
oomph. You get a
Yeah,
because,
recovery,
but
strength.
everything is it's like that cheat code. So then when you hear these people be transparent or vulnerable,
Yeah.
when they're saying things like, "Oh, I wasn't really consuming my vegetables as much as I needed
Oh
to,"
yeah.
or
Oh
and
yeah.
then when you hear all of these things, you're just like, "So
Oh
shit,
yeah.
this is the norm for me." So if it was all right, bet say less, say
Yeah. You
less,
feel like, yo,
say
but,
less.
but it's almost like, bro, I always try to tell people it's like it's whoever shows up. because had I did your show, I don't know. I might get the same placing that you did. That's what that's what I was telling you. I was like, bro, you freaking smoked it. I was like, yeah, we all could get better, but dog, you're going against people who's been way ahead of you doing this. Like, and I don't
I
think you
was shocked. I
understand.
was so, I was so.
Bro's like, nah, man, nah, man,
Like, this is
nah,
what I gotta expect. Throw in the
nah,
flat.
man.
Hey,
And I'm
coach.
like, bro, you gotta do another show because I honestly knows anytime you diet down and you do a show, like if you do a show a couple weeks, a month later or whatever, your body's already primed. So when you go into a double like conditioning phase and like just kind of play manipulate your carbs a little bit, going into the next show, your body is gonna like look crazy. It's gonna look veiny. It's gonna look dialed in. It's gonna look a lot drier. So but I don't know. You just felt super discouraged. You're just like, no, I need to take some time off
That,
and grow. I need to grow. That's all I used to remember you said. I need to grow, bro. I
I
said,
didn't
bro, this
like
guy's
taking
like
L's,
six
man. When you
two,
grow up, when you
230.
nah, man, it's like when you take an L, man. You just,
Off season, how much that guy was weighing? The one who won, the competition
oh
against.
man, Lord knows, probably like 230, 240. I mean, now I understand how those things work, but I'm pretty sure he was up there by like 230, 240.
Mm,
And I was probably coming from about what 215, 220,
yeah, but
215
like,
more.
yeah, but you didn't have enhancement.
And I didn't have the muscle to like, come, hey, listen, man, we. He's like, hold on, man. Muscle maturity takes some time. You know what I'm saying?
But it's so crazy because then when I look at your physique, I'm like, oh man, because the posing you did, the music,
Yeah. Listen, when I look back, when I
I,
didn't even know this is the type of shit that I need to kind of be on. Like, but
I'm like, this guy's good. You know what I'm saying? Like it
but
just.
yeah,
But I definitely think you got the talent to cross over to man's physique and classic physique. So you do have that talent. You do have that physique though, because now you done brought your legs up crazy now. Your legs are even way bigger than it was before. So I feel like you could do both. Man physique and classic. And like I said, this is the best time to be in the national federation.
trust me, I'm definitely gonna be making headway to do some shows. The reason why I didn't even get the NPC thing this year, because I was just like, hold on, I'm only gonna have like a month or two left to actually
Yeah,
utilize this.
yeah,
Wait till
yeah,
2026, man. We jump out, get the
yeah.
cart out the gate.
Woo.
Um, take care
So,
of that feed,
so
man.
are you planning to get that IFBB Pro card or what?
Listen, man, I'm definitely looking to go ahead and make some headway. Definitely looking to get that card, man. Get that title up on me for sure.
So this is how it works. Like when you go for your pro card, you have to win a. Some of you guys don't know, you have to win a regional show. So you gotta get qualified to get your pro card. So you have a regional show. A regional show you could just walk into right now. You basically go to a regional show, you compete. Um, you basically get qualified. Once you get qualified, then you're automatically able to go get your pro card at one of these national shows. Now they got a couple of them this year. I think it was like probably 3 or 4 or 5, something like that. That national shows that you could go get your pro cards. I'm not sure, but I think next year there's gonna be way more shows of natural, and there's gonna be more shows of national levels that you could get your pro cards. And how they do it is first and second place in that class. So say you're doing classic and you're in classic A, right? Because they got different. It goes by height. You
Yeah, I'm
know,
gonna be in B for sure, but yeah, we'll see.
B.
I'm gonna be in C more than likely, either
Yeah,
C or B. Yeah,
yeah. You're
because
gonna be
height
in
and
C
shit.
because I was in D, so you're gonna be in C. So you're in class C. So if you come in at the national show, if you come in first, you then have to go to overall. And then out of those overall, right, out of those classes, like A, B, C, D, E, the overall, the first place winner out of those classes got to compete. And they only give first and second place their pro card. Now, there's this also another class, like they have 35 and up that they're giving their pro cards to. So you could be 35 and up, and you could be in class A, B, C, D, or whatever. But then now those people have to come together in overall and compete. So just basically the overall winners, first and second place, has to, I mean, get their pro card. It
Makes sense.
sounds very complex, but it's
Nah,
not.
that's good.
I hate that it sounds so complex, and I think they should redo it a little bit. But it definitely is a a very challenging way to get your pro card.
Mhm.
But it's definitely. I mean, I think it's more better now. If that makes sense. Instead of going against people that's unnatural and bodybuilders crossing over into classic trying to get their pro card, and it's like, bro, you a bodybuilder. Why you over here in classic, bro? Cause you just trying to get your pro card. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so it's definitely better now. I definitely think it's in a good place, and I think natural side of NPC is gonna boom. It's gonna boom. It's gonna
Smooth.
boom. Yeah, but bro, you was talking about you were talking about your client. You were talking to your client about cardio. You were saying earlier.
Oh, so no. So this was a so the conversation was when I was on live. I was on TikTok live. I do a lot of streaming there, and this young lady, well, I say young, 36. She's 36. She's like, hey,
That's
I
young.
kind of,
That's young.
I would like to think so, man, but nowadays, just like the way they move, the way their thinking process, it's like, dude, you're got miles on you, man. You're kind of washed up, but um, so she's 36. So she said that, oh, um, she was like, oh, she just dreads doing the treadmill, and I was like, she's like, I'll do everything else. I'll do the stairmasters. I could do the rowing machine. I could,
Hmm.
but that treadmill, it's just something about. I'm like, oh, something about it, huh? I was like, okay, so how about this? Do you
So
like?
she's
Can
trying to
you?
cut weight or what?
Yeah, yeah, definitely
Okay.
trying to. She was already at 300 pounds before. Now she's down to like
Wow.
230. She's down to about 230, and she's trying to bring it down to 200 so she could be able to do her
Oh,
procedure and stuff.
wow. Wow. What kind
So
of procedure? If you mind me
like
asking.
tummy tuck stuff, tummy
Oh.
tuck transfers and stuff like that. So they need to lose excess amount before they could really get to that place. Um, so she's like, okay, I was like, okay, well, how about this? What about walking? You know what I'm saying? You walk somewhere 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back, give or take. Um, so you could burn an efficient amount of calories. Because I was like, it all comes down to numbers. It
Hmm.
all comes down to numbers, and that's why I try to let her know about the experience that I had with this one lady, because I was like, yo, it comes down to numbers. So when you want to sit here and tell me about feelings, motherfucker, go somewhere else about your feelings with that shit. Because go to a therapist, go sit on the couch and go express yourself how you want to
Mm.
feel it. Oh, but here I can't reward you if I'm telling you and I'm suggesting things and you don't want to follow it. And at the end of the day, I say, look at the numbers.
Hmm.
3,500 calories burnt is 1 pound. Who the fuck gonna do that for you? So if I know to myself, if
Shit.
if I know to myself,
Dang.
if if I know to myself that if it takes
Ish,
3,500
what's
burn.
up?
That was freaking ridiculous, bro. Trying to get in. Listen, man. Old people and technology does not mix. Okay, I might look young and handsome and attractive and look like I got everything going on. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Hold on, motherfucker.
Technology.
Don't just come in here interjecting. I got a story to tell. You gotta wait your
I'm gonna let
turn.
you tell your story. I'm
Hold
gonna let
on.
you tell your story. I'm gonna just tell your story. But man, it's just, yo, don't be switching over some phones, man. I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll get back to it after. But go ahead,
Gosh.
Mario.
So
My apologies.
so my thing is that so when I was trying to tell her, it's like, yo, it takes 3,500 calories burned to lose 1 pound. So if we're in a session, we're only working out 3 days a week. If you're burning 800 with me each day, 800, 8, 16, 24, that's 2,400 right there. I'm like, yo, we're trying to maximize on how much you could burn. So you need to wake your lazy ass up early enough, go burn about 2 to 300. So at least you could get to at least about 1,000 for those 3 days. So now you got 3,000 you're working with. Now those other 3 to 4 days, I would highly recommend her still do other things. So therefore, it could put you in about a good 6,000 burnt for the week, give or take. So at least we could get 2 pounds off. And I already know this is disregarding the bullshit that she may consume, which I already know. So hopefully we can land 2 pounds lost. But when that person is so hard headed and don't want to even make the necessary adjustment or say, all right, you know
Because she
what?
don't like the treadmill. Because she don't like the treadmill.
No, 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 no. I was saying that I was tying it in. I was giving her the example about like, yo, who cares about what you feel like you want to do? What is gonna get you the numbers burnt that you need to put you in a calorie deficit?
I
So
mean,
my
it
thing
does.
is,
It does. Oh, hold on. I gotta be on her side a little
no, no,
bit.
no, no. Hold on, real quick, real quick. Let
I
me,
gotta
let
be
me,
on
let
her
me.
side a little bit. Nah, I think you're being a hard cock right now, dude.
No,
Listen,
hear me out, hear me out, hear
listen.
me out. What I'm trying to say is this: I gave.
She's saying,
You said
hey, I
cock.
don't like the treadmill. Can we do something else? So why not just say, okay, we could do elliptical. We could do the stairmaster. So why so against that?
So my thing is this, right? If I'm the expert here, and we're talking about doing something consistent, when it comes down to burning calories effectively, it's all about heart rate elevation, keeping it elevated for extended period of time. All of this stopping and shit hinders the process of the calories being burnt effectively. So this is why I would suggest a person to do 30 minutes on a treadmill, incline up, brisk walking, because it could keep your shit elevated and burn more calories. But not only that, your heart rate don't stop. Ellipticals and all these other shit, you're going to stop because it's hard to maintain over 15 minutes of that shit.
I
Stair steppers,
disagree. I
yo, who the
disagree.
fuck gonna do a
I'm
climb? Who
telling
can
It's
you,
climb up?
bro.
okay
Who can
that you
climb up 30
disagree.
Listen,
minutes straight? Who can climb
listen.
up the step? Who can step up steps 30 minutes?
I
30
do
minutes.
it. I do it for
Bro,
prep.
you're a
I
man.
You
You're a
cannot
I
compare.
man.
have
You
I
cannot
have
compare to
athletes who
You're a
anybody.
do it.
man, bro.
I
We're
have
talking about people
athletes
that's
who do it.
lazy. We're talking about people that's lazy that don't even
So
like working out.
what does she
You
do for a
gotta
Wow.
living?
understand, you gotta take
What
yourself
does she
out
do
of the
for a
picture
living?
and put yourself in their shoes. They're already lazy ass people.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
You're
whoa.
coming
You
out,
can't
buddy.
It
say
is.
You're
that
coming
I'm just
out.
letting
because
you know.
how how you know
You're
she's
coming
super
out.
lazy? How you know she's
You're
Bro,
lazy?
coming out.
how do I know when you have a conversation with a person and they're telling you these things, that you're suggesting certain things and they want the easier route? It's nothing
No.
new. It's nothing new. If they've already done
No.
expressed to you that they want the easier route, come
No,
on now.
I feel
So
like you're coming from
wait. You trying to tell me that she said she hated the treadmill? That's how this started off. She hated the treadmill. So if she's okay with the stairmaster, bro, what do she do for a living? So you gotta ask yourself that question. Is it because the treadmill is aggravating your
It's boring.
Achilles?
It's
Like,
boring. It's all they said was it's boring. That's all it comes down to is a feeling thing, bro. As if this shit's gonna be fun. I don't know. I don't know who does workouts that's fun.
I mean, I
Everything. You go ahead. You got some shit that's fun
yeah,
over there that you do,
no. I'm just saying. I don't think boring should be a thing. If she
bro. I'm
say
just letting you.
if she
I'm letting you
say
know what
it's
they say,
mundane, is redundant, then I get it. Because
bro. They
none
say
of
they
this
don't know what
stuff.
to do with themselves. They say they don't know what to do with themselves if they're
Watch a
walking on a
podcast.
treadmill. It's
Watch this
boring.
podcast.
bro,
Watch a
bro, bro, bro.
podcast.
You're taking away from what I'm trying to get at. I'm conversing with these individuals and they're giving me feedback. I'm just like, wow, I'm giving suggestions and alternatives. And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, if you don't want to do neither one of these things, well, hey, we got to ask ourselves, what is going to get you these numbers? What is it that you can do consistently to be able to burn off effectively X amount, so therefore we could get you the results on a weekly basis, so you can feel good about yourself and start to feel more confident and start moving effectively out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. You know, we can sit here. I could sit here and blow smoke up there, real like everybody else did that was just taking advantage of them. But my thing is this: I need results out of this shit. I need to utilize you as a product. I need you to feel good about yourself. I need you to be spreading the word and to everybody, so therefore they could potentially come to me for services. But if we're not getting there, we're just spinning our wheels. Then what good is it? I'm not gonna give my energy to that. It's no good for me because there's nothing else that's transpiring from me being able to effectively do something
So
for
why
that
don't
person.
you
And that's it.
fire that person?
So hey, kid, we
Why don't
went
he
from
fire his customer?
Yep.
you're doing it wrong to why don't I just
Okay,
fire
so
the
hold on. Can I comment in with a guy? I'm just coming in, so I don't even have half of the the
backstory?
backstory.
What's up,
However,
Kish? It's
but
good to
based on
have you
what I'm
here.
hearing, it's good to be here, fellas. Hey, listen, Mr. Impact is in the house. I'm glad to be here. Listen, man, I had some technical difficulties coming in. Don't change your phone. Keep your same phone, because every time you change your phone, it's hard to log into everything. Okay, and then you think you got everything logged in, and then when your podcast comes up and you need to log into another app, oh, don't have that. My 15-year-old just helped me logged in. All right, so he got me into this conversation, so which I'm grateful
Yeah,
for.
Kingston. Let's go,
Woo!
baby.
So what I'm saying is, what I just heard you, I heard you say some things that came out of your mouth that should stay in your mind. Okay, that's Ro. I heard some stuff that came out your mouth that
Hey,
came
what
into
was
your
that?
mind.
Share it with me, because I actually expressed myself to that lady too about how I felt about it. But go ahead, share it with me.
Appreciate that. And we could think anything we want to think, but we cannot say anything that we want to say. It is not conducive to the to where you're trying to get to, and it's not helpful for your customer or for your client.
Oh
So
yeah, so they
one
don't need to know
thing,
how I really think about certain things.
they do not need to know how you really think about certain things. If it
Hey
does
brother,
not
oh shit. Hey brother,
not
oh
help you,
yeah. My
No,
not
bad.
help
you're
you,
right.
and it
Hey, Kish. If your customer is
uh-huh.
not happy or satisfied, would they refer to you?
Exactly. And that's
Would they
another thing too,
refer
is
you,
that they will not refer you, and that's considered
Mister
poor customer
Rotastic?
service. That's considered poor customer service. No matter what industry you're in, that's still customer service. Customer
So
is
let me ask
always
you
Customers
a
right,
question.
first.
even if you feel like
Customers
they don't
first.
right. Customers
Customers
first,
first.
and the
Or
customer is not
it sounds like
the
y'all
customer.
y'all got it sounds like y'all got the
Can I
theory of
finish my
like the
statement,
customer.
sir?
Say it again.
Please,
Say
He
it
said he
again.
statement,
wants to
please.
finish. He said he wants to finish.
So let me finish. Customer is always right, right? Whether you agree with them or not. And at the end of the day, you're still trying to sell, right? So you have to figure out a way to motivate your customer. Clearly, they're not where you are, or else they wouldn't need you. You get what I'm saying? You are motivated to keep your body right, to stay in shape, to do what it takes to get it done. They are not there, right? And I'll tell you another thing too, is that when you get into the business of educating people, you start to realize how far behind some people are, right? Especially in your business. You think, oh man, it's so easy for me, it should be easy for you, but that's not how it works. If it was, they would be doing it themselves. And so you have to gain patience. You have to be able to meet them where they are, not where you are, not where you want them to be.
Let me
You
ask
know
you a
what I
question really
mean?
quick, Rakesh. I just want to
Go
interject. So
ahead.
let me ask you
I'm
really
listening.
quick. Let's say you have a worker of yours, right? You've been working with you for about 2 years, right? This is one
Uh-huh.
of your workers. He's one of your best guys. And he says, you know what, Kish? Man, I get bored easily doing this shit, man. I don't know. I think I might need to switch industries or something, man. I'm getting bored of this shit. Like, Like, what is your initial response? With you knowing how loving, caring you are, how much you pour into your workers, how much you've invested, how much you devote yourself, how much you've extended yourself, what will your initial reaction be to that? Your best guy telling you after 2 years of doing some shit that y'all should be locked in for the next couple years, but this is 2 years and they're saying this.
So
What's your
I
initial
see,
response?
based on that question, I see one of your issues. One of
No,
your
whoa, whoa,
issues,
whoa.
one
Can
of
we
your
answer my
issues.
question?
I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question.
Ain't
Based
nobody
on that
need you to be a
question,
therapist right now
based
or a
on that question,
psychologist.
I see one of your issues is that you're viewing your customers as your subordinate or your employee. Those are two different things.
Mm.
And we can have a conversation about employees,
Mm.
people who are subordinate to
Mm.
you. Customers. We cannot have those two conversations at the same time.
Mhm.
No, but let me
I
see
agree,
what the
Kish.
feedback would
I
be with.
Did
agree.
I answer your question correctly?
Yeah.
Did I answer your question? Do you feel like I answered your question?
No, because it's not that far off of a correlation because you still need your incentive. You're paying that person to do a particular task. Now, my thing is this, right? Personnel is everything. So with you knowing all that you do for your employee and the fact that they themselves want, and I'm talking about you giving them bonuses, incentives, insights, all of these different things. You know what you bring to the table as an employer. So my thing is when your employee comes to you and say, hey man, because there's some contracted and stuff like that. They're like, man, listen, man, I get bored of this stuff easily, man. Especially working with you. I think I need a little bit more excitement. I think I need a company that's a little bit more thrilling, you know?
Another question. Your boss came to you and said, "Man, I get bored of this stuff. It is I don't really like it, but I do it because it pays the bills." What do you say?
As an employee.
Nope, your boss.
So my boss says,
I don't really like this stuff. I do it because it pays the bills.
So he's pretending like he's the employee.
Yeah, he's the employee, and your boss comes to you and says, "I don't really like this stuff. I just do it because it pays the bills."
What would you say to your boss?
well, they wouldn't say that because they're not. It's not just
No.
paying the
What
bills.
would
But
you say to your
okay.
boss? What would you say to your boss?
Well, he
You
didn't
can't
answer
tell me
my
that your
question. He
boss
didn't answer
wouldn't
my
say certain.
question, but I
I'm
guess I'll
answering
answer.
every question that you've asked, I've answered.
No, no, no.
Every question that you've
No. He,
asked, I've
he he
answered.
didn't answer mine yet, but I'll go along with it and answer. I'll be like, well, shit. Listen, I could go find someone else because if you're supposed to be
What?
my boss.
You're the
No, real
your
shit. I'll be like,
boss.
yo, I'll go find somebody else that's gonna pay the same or even more.
Your boss. I need to go find somebody else.
No, if you're my boss and he say
Uh-huh.
he don't like doing this shit, run as far as running the company and paying me because it just pays. I gotta go.
That
I'm
he
like,
didn't
shit.
say that. He didn't say that. I didn't say that. He doesn't like
Yeah.
doing the work. Like
And he
doing the
gets
work.
bored
It's
very
not his
easily,
favorite type of work. He gets bored very easily,
but it
but
pays the
it
bill.
pays the bills. So I do it.
I'm trying to see how this shit correlates. I swear it doesn't.
Circle.
No, honestly, I really don't see how it.
This is so funny, bro. This is so funny,
Reality.
bro.
Reality, Mario. Let me help you
This
out.
is
In
this
reality,
is funny as
boss is telling
hell.
you, your boss is telling you that. Your customer is your boss. They're telling you that I don't like this, right?
Okay.
Your boss is telling you that I don't like this. You're not
Okay.
looking at them as your boss. You're looking at it as you're the boss, right? You may be the boss of the task at hand, which is getting in shape, but they are the one that pays the bills.
Oh
They
wow.
pays the they pay the bills.
Oh wow,
Okay.
Kish.
I could understand that. I could
Wow.
understand that.
Damn.
I could understand that.
That just
They pay the
So,
hey,
bills.
so my thing
yo.
is this, right? No,
Fire,
you're right.
bro.
You're right.
Fire,
And
bro.
my thing is this,
Wow.
right? If if you're doing something, no, you're right. You're right. But
Wow, you got him.
no, you're right about that. You're right about that. You adjust.
Just
You
You
adjust.
have to adjust to them. You're absolutely
You
right. You
adjust.
have to adjust to
wow.
them.
You adjust. But now my thing is this, right? When you're creating a level of standard for yourself, right? Okay,
Huh.
when you're creating a certain level of standard for yourself, if it's a win situation, I look at it like reciprocity. Like I look at
Mm-hmm.
business deals like it need to be some form of reciprocity. I'm no
Uh-huh.
longer in the business or in the yeah, I'm no longer in the business of saying, hey, I'm here for you, and how is it that in return you could be here for me? Meaning,
Okay.
I can't just be here devoting my time, spinning the wheels with you, not getting anywhere. Months on in,
Uh-huh.
months on out, because then, yeah, you're initially making the payment to pay me. However, when it comes down to me being able to expand and be able to continuously further my exploration with the business, is being hindered because there's not much results being transpired because
But that's from you, bro. That's from you.
oh, listen,
You could
this is what I'm
always
trying. No,
let your
no,
client go. That's why I say you could fire your client. You can say,
but
hey,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine
thank
if a
you,
person.
but I'm a good. Don't need you to make your deposit. I don't want to work with someone like you. It's just what it is. You want to be
Well,
transparent, you
I
be
wouldn't say
transparent like
that
that.
either. I wouldn't say that either, Dre. I wouldn't say that. Hey,
I'm
listen,
yeah.
I wouldn't say that either. One of the things that we're fortunate about business is that sometimes, no matter how you show up, there's usually always more business out there, which is a godsend. However, like you don't want you want to show up in your best light that you can, right?
Hey, Kish, your
So
screen is dark a little bit. You might want to,
sorry,
yeah, you might want to turn it, or
it's probably the room.
yeah, your
Need
room
Yeah,
is dark.
let me see
You look
if I
like
could. All right,
look like they it adjusts
the
in and
camera
out.
just adjusted. Let me see if I could. That
Look like one of those
changed
talk
anything.
or
shows.
is it better
When the
outside?
screen go dark and yeah, you probably
Is
better
that
outside,
better?
bro.
Is that better? Better outside in the truck or in the car?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
truck
yeah,
is
I think
better.
that's
The
better.
truck is better.
All right. So
And
this
that's my
space
thing too. I wasn't
needs
too
more
too
lighting.
and 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 I don't want
Oh,
people to
you
take
was in the
this.
safe just now?
Yes, sir.
I could tell. I saw those
Quiet.
doors. That boy's in
It's
the
quiet.
safe. Damn.
It was quiet. Now
Oh
I
yeah, you
got
way better
outside
now.
light,
Way better.
but we're subjected to any kind of noise out here.
Mm,
I had different headphones that I was coming in here with to
yeah.
like, you know, get this thing going.
Are you doing anything to the safe, or are you modifying it in any
I,
kind of
I
way?
yeah, but I haven't gotten there yet. I would like to um turn it into half of it into a bathroom and then the other half keep as a safe. That's what I would like to do. But who knows? Time will tell, right?
I'm surprised that you object to that though, because listen, I personally I
Oh,
decide not to work with clients if it doesn't go according, if we don't
If it
mix,
doesn't serve you,
if like if there's no chemistry, like, and this in
that
this
works too.
field
That's another
that
thing
that
too.
I'm in, like is one thing to say, hey, you pay me to do a job and I'm going to get a job done and that's it. But in this field that I'm in is a relationship kind of status. Like you have to be able to mix very well with a person to make the relationship work. Like it has to be like uh I want to say a husband and wife kind of situation or a friendship relation. It works like that. So that's why it's like you have to be able to mesh well. It can't be oil and water. It has to be like water and water. It has to be able to mesh well. So that's why I said like sometimes I would get off into like my consultation form is very easy. You know, age, weight, what got you into this, who's motivating you, what inspire you, etc. And then I go off to say, can we get a virtual call, right? They say, I most of the time they're like, yeah, but some of them be like, oh, I'm kind of busy. I'll be like, well, we gotta get on the voice call, and they're like, oh, well, we have to. But some of those people are usually people that's trying to look to be like, facetious and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like people that's really willing to like start their journey. They're like, okay, and I would get on a virtual phone call. And bro, you could attest to this because I told you that sometimes I used to be on video calls with clients for like an hour or two, and I'm talking about we didn't even they didn't even make any deposit or they didn't even sign up with me yet. It just I gotta feel it out. I gotta feel it out and see if it works. Because I one thing that's terrible about this field is that people would, a lot of coaches and trainers would start, they would take people deposit and start working, and like within a week or two, like you're just not you're not communicating with the client not communicating with you, like they're not doing this, and you're trying to problem solve, and I hate that. So it's like I rather not go through that whole process, and like I said, like even what you were saying, bro, like I rather just be like, hey, let's have an hour phone call or sometimes 20 minutes, whatever it takes to feel you out, and if it works, I'm gonna say let's go forward. But if it's not gonna work, I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? I appreciate it, thank you, but this is not. I don't see this working for us. I could refer you to someone else that could help you. You know, but it's just not gonna work.
And it sounds like it's because those people they want quick fixes. And to be honest with you, that's why you go through a funnel process, because you got to wean out the phonies from the fakes. And I think that's the reason why when
But
I sit here and I converse with people and then I get the understanding of what's going on, even what you're saying with the consultation, I've been on hour-long calls too. But it's like, yo, it's so I can have an understanding of what's really going on. So therefore, when we get in the middle of things, a month in or two, when you're like, oh, you know what? I don't think I'm like, hey, remember what you told me. I could recite what you said to me word for word because I don't play about this shit. You see what I'm saying? So when people want to
yeah, man, you
along
say
the
it like
line
that.
weeks later, no, weeks
You say
later they
it
want to
like
be like,
that.
oh my gosh, I'm like, whoa, don't forget, don't
Remember your
don't don't
why.
don't forget your
Yeah.
eyes on the prize. You told me
Right.
this. You told me your
But
injuries. You
hold on.
told me what you're
Hold,
capable of.
hold on, bro. So Kish, you say you
Uh-huh.
disagree with what I say. Now explain to me how you would go about that then. Because you
No,
say,
a lot of what you're saying makes
mhm,
sense, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. There's a couple things that we differ in agreement. So one of the things is there's multiple factors that comes into play. So like it depends on where you are in your business, right? If your business is new, you need every client you can get, right? And it's just you do what you can, and you take what you get, and you make the best of it that you can, right? And then um you always part in the most amicable fashion that you possibly can, because some of the clients that will cost you the most money are the ones that didn't give you any money. You know what I'm saying? If you guys parted the wrong way, all of a sudden they feel some kind of way, then they start dragging your name through the dirt. You know what I'm saying? And your name is the main thing that you got. You get, so you want to part in the most amicable way that you possibly could part. But if your business is at that level where you can afford to part with clients, then it is what it is, right? Some businesses aren't at that level, and you need to work it, fake it, take little victories. You know what I'm saying? Show them little victories, right? Because some clients are going to want everything and they don't want to do the work. And so you got to show them the little victories that they have. But if you did do this, this is what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? But since you did this, that's okay. We still got some victories here. And so that's how I believe that it should take place, is that, you know, you have to always remember the power that's in your client's hands, because a disgruntled client could ruin your business, could ruin your name, could put a lot of bad things out there on social media, especially since everything is connected now with social media. They can put a lot of bad things out there just because of how you made them feel. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? No, but it is what it is, right?
so that's why I was firing at Mario and say you can't be so, you know,
No, you can't be
scrutinizing
like that,
stuff like
Mario.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
what it is, when I started teaching welding, I realized like the things that people didn't know, like the things that came so easy to me, like I had to teach somebody else. And when I realized that I had to teach them those little basic things, it's like trying to teach a baby how to walk. Like, you don't realize how see that people might
Minuscule.
be in
It is.
and how small the things might look, but it matters. Like, I was watching Dre's video the other day, and one of his clients was posing, and he's like, "Yeah, that's not it." She got one of her
Yeah.
thighs. You could see it fully. You could see it standing out. Standing up and just right, and then the right one was down. And when you have them both standing side by side, and he's back there looking, she can't see, but he's back there looking. When you have them both standing side by side, you can tell. You can tell that one isn't as erect as it should be. And so these are the things that, like, as a trainer, you're going to know and you're going to see, you know what I'm saying? But the people that you're training have no idea. They have no idea what it takes to get to your level. They hired you because they have no idea.
So you got to break
So,
it. Go ahead.
which is why I'm like, for a person to just be starting out and then they got the or that it's just like it's like, yo, we
See, it makes you laugh, right? Because
every
because
time
your
because every time it does, because I'm just like, wow. I'm like, you thought that I was like, I'm here for the money. Like, I'm here for the
You said
money.
you said you thought that I'm here for the money, or you said I am here for the money.
No. I'm like, I'm here for the money. So it's like, my thing is, what make that individual think to themselves that, listen, I'm not willing to do every and anything in order to kind of keep that flowing. But what is the separation factor between a person that's like, yo, I'm gonna draw the line in the sand, and a person that's just like, nah, let me just keep on. There has to be a separation factor. Because my thing is this: there's people that's gonna be constantly, yeah, they could constantly abstract from you. But
Uh-huh.
my thing is, what does it do to that person's mental? The individual who just like, yeah, I see bullshit going on, but I'm still gonna just hyper rub. I'm still gonna feed her the bullshit. It's no different from, these homegirls. It's no different from being lied to. You know what I'm saying? Getting lied to keep that shit around. Listen, and I get it. And I get it if a person, but my
So
thing
you're
is this.
saying two different things. You're saying two different things. One thing you said, I'm here for the money. And then the next thing you said that there are people that lied to them, right? And that people are around there's other people that's lying to them. So it sounds like you need the money, you want the money, which there's nothing wrong with that. But then you're passionate enough about it that you do not want to lie to them, right?
So ultimately, that's what I'm trying to say is like, why would a person to themselves think that? I was like, yeah, I could easily sell her the lie. I could easily sell her the lie, blow smoke up her rear, continue to get that bread in. But I'm just like, dude, when it comes down to the progression of the business side for me, if there's no results being transpired or you're not feeling good internally in yourself, like legitly, instead of it being like, oh, me fluffing you up and be like, oh yeah, girl, you look at, like, you have to feel this shit internally and see it yourself. You got to embody that shit before you even spread the word to other people. So I could sit here and blow smoke up her rear all the time, but it's like, if she don't really feel it, see it, getting it from other people, compliment, it's not going to do me no good, and it's not going to help propel my business. So it's no form of reciprocity. So it's only going to stop from the exchange of her giving me the money. That's really what's going to transpire in the event that I just continuously just keep it going without actually saying, yo, listen, you just went on a trip, you did this, you haven't been adjusted. Come on, like, and
You
then you
challenge yourself with this.
talk to me.
I want you to challenge yourself. Life has a way of like, when we feel like we're teaching somebody else something, they're actually teaching us something. So sometimes you're the teacher, right? And you're also learning. You're getting paid to learn how to be a good coach, to be a good trainer, right? Think about that. That's a beautiful thing to have. Getting paid to learn how to be a good coach, right? A good trainer. So yes, she has a lot to learn, but yeah, you have a lot to learn too. Like, it's hard because the position that you're coming from is a position of like you're in power, you're the authority, the relationship, but then still you still need to learn. You still need to learn how to deal with people. You still need to learn how to talk to people. Learn how to make people feel something that they don't feel. You need to be the person, like you need to be the energy in the relationship. She has no energy in this area of her life. Now she might go into a boardroom and she might walk circles around you. She might be stronger in somewhere else and she could teach you a lot of
I
things.
agree.
But in
I
this
agree.
area of her life, she's weak and you're stronger. So
So she might conflict you a little bit. She might be a little bit of resistance, right?
well, because
100.
there's so many views to her personality. Her personality isn't just single
Robotic.
focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many different hues to her personality. So you're probably going to get some challenges from her. But I mean, that's why she hired a coach because you know that she can't do it herself.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
she's a hard-headed ass person, and a hard head make a soft ass. No, trust me, I get it. Honestly, I was willing to spank that ass. Like it ain't nothing to me. But it's just like when a person don't want to get the spanking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what am I gonna do with
I
this?
don't
You
know
know
if
what
you're
I'm saying?
hearing me. I don't know if you're hearing me.
No, but I get
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying, kid.
'Cause every
No,
time
no,
I
no, no, no.
speak,
I
every time
love
I
the
speak,
aspect that
and
you
then
said,
right
yo, I
after.
love the aspect that you said, hey, that I'm gonna put that on the shirt somewhere. You said you get paid to be a better trainer,
Yeah,
a better coach. You getting paid top dollars to be better. That's priceless because
It's
honestly and
true.
truly, you get so many different facets of people. Like life has like imagine if you go to Korea or in case you've been to Japan. And like if you go to Africa, you can been to different places. You meet all kind of different people. And their perspective on things are different, you
Different.
know? And I don't know about you, but honestly and truly, like that resonate with me, Kish. What you just said. That resonate with me because that I never looked at it like that. But I always say it's so funny because I was just talking to Marsha about this. I said, hey, listen, you know, I don't know what God is teaching because I had a client that did something and I was like, yo, I can't believe that person did that. And I said, I don't know what God is teaching me in this space right now, but I hope whatever it is, I get it, I receive it, and I mature and I grow from it. Because
Absolutely.
that's a
That's awesome.
huge thing. It's huge, man, because you're constantly being tested, you're constantly being challenged, and that's what's going to make you grow. But if you subject yourself to being like, oh, I don't want to, and be very defensive and no, it's
Oh
my
yeah.
way and shut
You
off and
came to me. You came to me. I'm the professional here. Saying
one way, like you're not going to grow. Yeah.
it's funny because like sometimes you start out like that. I started out like that when I was teaching. I started out like that. Hey man, everybody knew it was my way or the highway. I'm the teacher. I'm the instructor. I clearly know what I'm doing. Right? So you should be listening to me.
Yeah.
Listen to what their needs are, or else you're not going to be effective.
So
Listen
you
to what their
saying
needs
that
are.
a effective teacher is the one who listens more or teach more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Listens more because you have to listen to what the student is requesting. Mario, the perfect student for you is a student like you. You know, they come in, they're go get
Yeah.
want it. Hey man, when I go to teach him, I get energy from him because he's fired up. Great, but that's not reality.
Yeah.
no, and look,
Those
and I'm
students are going to be one, and those students are going to be one and probably in your business, probably one net, maybe 20. Because a lot of times, if somebody's that motivated, they're probably not going to come to you. They're probably just going to do it themselves, like you did.
100%, which is why I'm okay with the people. But what gets me is the folks that don't just let the process transpire. I'm always willing to be a student to the game. So I'm always looking, because I know in communication, it's not just about what people are saying; it's about the things that hasn't been said. So you got to listen to context clues to depict outside of what they talk to you and converse with you about. What were some of the things that you can be able to pick up that they didn't mention, but you know that it's in that it is something that you need to keep
So
into
I have to give you an
consideration.
example of what you're talking about, bro. You're saying that a person saying, "Hey, listen, I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds by January, and that's it. Like, I just want to lose 10 to 15 pounds." But then there's more to it. There's more to it that you pick up, like as far as like you
They have
being,
health issues, or they
yeah,
have things that's
or
going to hinder them. Probably like a bad leg or a bad something. Yeah, so it's like when you, but they didn't initially. Ultimately, that's what I'm saying. It's like
or they
it's
got anxiety with being out in public in a bathing suit. Like there's little
or they're on a
things.
suppressant. They're on a suppressant that's restricting them from actually eating properly. So therefore, it's like, how can you really lose weight if you're on something that's suppressing your appetite? Shit like that. So when you don't, so yeah, ultimately it's like, yo, damn, you didn't tell me you do all of this extra shit. You got all these other things going on, but yeah, you want miracles to transpire. Come, is everybody froze or is it just me? Or you
No.
just, oh, okay. Oh, y'all was just really good. Y'all, hey, y'all boys was,
Still
y'all ain't
listening,
blink
man.
or nothing. I was like,
We
damn, them
dialed
boys,
in. We
y'all
dialed
okay?
in. We need to blink. We need to blink. We dialed in, man.
A
But
cup of coffee.
ultimate, but ultimately, it's like, man, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, um, um, so that's why it's like when it comes down to the communication part, I was like, okay, I got all of that down pat. I'm willing to make the necessary adjustments as we go because I understand it ain't gonna be the same as it started. I'm all about making the necessary adjustments. But then when you hear the insights of what people would recommend or suggest, and you're just like, wow, that's really the thing that you would suggest? One thing? But you're saying that, oh man, I got this so much. It's like a person, there's so much we can do. I'm like, go ahead and tell me all the things we can do. And they give you one thing. And you're just like, wow.
So you talking about you still talking about the lady with the
Let's talk about the
cardio?
situation. Yeah. Because no, because
Listen,
it's like,
listen. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. This is the place for it, right? This is the place for you to come and talk about the things that stress you out. You are not supposed to talk about these things to your client
Yep,
because that is the
I agree.
wrong place to do that, right?
Right.
That is the wrong place to do that because you know we have to put things into perspective. You have a
Have you
client
ever
and they're
blow?
paying.
Have you ever blow your top kish with a customer before? One of your clients?
Oh, no.
hey y'all,
Because
listen.
that's a cardinal sin to me right there. Customer service is first and foremost. You know what I mean? These people are paying their money. Customer service is first. I've had people who I paid my money to that have not treated me well, and I have not gone back saying, and even I'm the type of person that I might not tell you that I'm not coming back, but shit, as soon as I get the opportunity to not come back, I am not coming back, right? You had me in a position where you had me in a bind, I might keep my mouth shut. As soon as I'm out of that bind, I ain't coming back.
Mm, mm.
Oh
You
no.
got to treat your customers. If you think about fitness, right? Pay for fitness. It was something that you worked for and then you achieved, right? And like you have this thing now that people desire, man. It you have to respect it and take care of it. And that doesn't mean that you kick people to the streets. You just say, hey, you're not good for me. Dre is right when he says that we're not compatible. You know what I'm saying? We may not work well together. And sometimes you have to weigh that and see if, like you said, he had a great point when he said, hey man, I have somebody else who I think you would click well with. And um I could refer you to that person. People love that because you're not just leaving them. I give customers referral even if we're not gonna do business
Hmm.
because they love that. They love the fact that you took the time just to show them how to get what they're trying to get accomplished. You've
Yeah.
done your part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
So
but by you being a reference point, a customer could always use that down the line. They could always say, you know what, such a call gave me this reference point, but you know what, go seek him out for his service because he might work well with you. And just by doing that, they look at you like as a person of like source, if that makes sense. So
yes,
if they're not getting your service personally, they will refer you. That makes sense. So, and I always
yes,
say treat your customers how you want to be treated. So it's like you always want to give yourself good customer. Man, listen, when I go to places for stuff, man, like I'll give you a funny story. I was just at Dunkin' Donuts 2 days ago or yesterday, and they made my coffee wrong, bro. You can't make my coffee wrong, bro. If you make it, how can you just give me the coffee how it comes out of the machine? Do you want sugar? No. Do you want milk? No. You want hazelnut? I don't want nothing in it. Give it to me how it comes out the machine. That's it.
Raw.
Wow, sir. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's so bitter. Hey, I don't care what you think. Give it to me how it come out the
Exactly.
machine.
Exactly.
So this young lady, she made my coffee, and I was like, hey, listen, you're shorting me some coffee here. So the coffee came out to about this much. Usually my coffee come out about this much. It was like 2 ounces compared to like 8 to 10 ounces. And I was like, hey,
hmm
That's
my
a big
coffee came out big difference. So I said, hey,
yeah,
you got to put quantities kind of low here. So she took it back. She brought it back again. Still, she like added 1 ounce to it. So I was like, hey,
hmm
listen, it's still short. So she said, all
I
right,
know you clearly
well,
don't know me.
I guarantee, bro, the patience that I had from that moment I said that, it took 30 to 40 minutes for me to get my coffee.
Wow,
30 to 40
wow,
minutes. And guess how I was,
wow,
man? I was just like this, propped up at a counter. Everybody's coming through, getting their coffee, coming through, and I'm sitting there,
wow.
quiet and humble, bro. Just not even saying a word.
yeah.
Not even
Yeah.
saying a word. And then when the manager finally gave my coffee, she was like, "Thank you for your patience." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, no worries." Got my coffee and stuff like that, and I walked away, bro. And I said, "Damn." The coffee is still trash. I said the coffee, not the craft coffee is trash. And I'm like, damn, like I sit there and I took that and coffee's trash and I have to throw it away and I wasted that time. And I said, damn, like, but I didn't yell at that girl. I didn't get attitude with that girl. I didn't like, be belligerent or anything like that, bro. Like,
Mhm.
and I was
hmm
like, and I said, you know what? It was chaotic. She was busy back there and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know what? At least I didn't make her day crappy.
hmm
And a lot of people could do that. A lot of people could make it like the way you respond to that client, you could make her feel crappy. You know what I'm saying? You can make her feel
Yeah.
trash down the line. You can make her feel unmotivated to take care of her health again. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things people are looking
Yeah.
at.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's
it
crazy.
is treat someone how you want to be treated. Like you don't want someone to yell at you and put you in a bad position, put you back in the funnel. Like sometimes you gotta be like, okay, and just take it for what it is. And just kind of treat them how you want to be treated. I always look at it like that. That's my business principles. Always treat your client how you want to be treated. You know.
Absolutely. And sometimes you gotta baby them, man. Sometimes you have to baby them because, like you said, you know what's crazy? If you look inside of yourself, you probably would prefer a client that you have to baby than no client. If you
Mm,
think about it,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
you know.
Um,
Yeah, that was a good topic, man. I feel like we
yeah.
hit a lot of stuff. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, no, we gotta wrap because I have to get going
Yeah.
to go train somebody. So
All right. So, yo, real fast, guys. Listen. What you guys got planned for the holiday? Real fast.
I'll go first. What do I have planned for the holidays? Man, I want to do a lot of nothing. I got I usually have a lot of things going on, but right now, you know, this is a slow time of year for my business, and I'm okay with that. So I got some stuff to do around the house. I dropped some trees in the backyard for Thanksgiving. I was up in a cherry picker, and now I got to cut them up. So
Mm.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff around the house, but nothing that I have to do. Because a lot of times you got stuff in business that you have to do. You have to get it done, for the business to run properly. So a whole lot of nothing would be good for me for the holidays. What about
Hmm.
you guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just keeping the main thing, man. Focusing on getting some clients in here for the upcoming year, trying to build some relationships with some good, solid people, network, um, keep the content going and try to just continuously grow, So just trying to constantly just push out different, things when it comes down to content, leading up to the new year. So at least I'll have a funnel and things in place for people to get on board, and no one gets left behind. So really just
Build
trying to
some
become.
relationship, build some good relationships with some bad people. You just said that. No one left behind. Build some good relationships with some bad people too. It happens. It's
I like
cool.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. For me, just eating. It just eating, man. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna eat. Yeah, bro. Just gonna eat,
Joy, you've been on prep
eat.
for a while. You've been doing that stuff for a while. So I know for
When
you,
you came down, you remember when you came down? That's when
yeah,
prep was in full swing,
full,
and I
full
haven't
swing.
been
That was
out.
the beginning of the year.
Exactly,
Beginning of the year. Wow.
exactly. So I just finished my last show, so now it's just eating.
that's what's
That's
up.
it.
I do. I
Yeah.
saw. I saw on Facebook the one that the blonde. Did she place? Did she place well?
Oh yeah. She plays. Well, she plays out of top five. Um, she plays out of top five. Not
And
what
this
we
is her
wanted.
first time doing that, right?
No, first time
This is her
competing
first
at
one.
nationals. You know,
Okay.
no, we've been working together now for a couple of years. She just did her first national show, and she plays out the top five. Um, Not what we wanted, but it's definitely something to learn from. But
Yeah.
definitely, she's hyped. She's piped up. She's ready to go. Um, yeah, but definitely, we were shooting for a pro card. But
Okay.
yeah, but the winner of her class though, big shout out to this girl. I don't remember her social media, but she's dude. If I could pull it up right now, but
Mhm.
she's yo, the physique is crazy because they haven't had the results yet,
Wow.
but and the photos up yet. Um, but her physique, I probably can't pull her photo up, but I
Let's
want to
let's
say that
end let's end this right
yeah.
now. Let's end this right now, fellas. It was good, but then let's talk afterwards.
Yeah. Let's buzz then. Yep. So, bro, I know you got to run. You know, talk to you later, bro.
All right,
Kish.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Good seeing
Much
you.